So, this is going to be a serious video. It's going to be about a topic that not a lot of people are okay with talking about, for different reasons. But we are going to talk about it, and this topic is going to be self-harm. Yeah, okay. So, so when you hear self-harm, you 99% of the time are going to think of cutting. Like, yeah. Oh, I also want to say, just in case, if you're easily triggered, you might not want to watch this. Okay, so, yeah. You 99% of the time will think of cutting yourself, but that is not the only way. There is many, many, many forms of self-harm. Some of them can be cutting, burning yourself, starving yourself, binging and purging, purposely bruising yourself, pulling out your hair. I have a friend who does that actually, and she has to wear a wig every day. That goes through our school. But yeah, so I don't know. It's a serious topic that a lot of people just kind of look over it, and they don't give anyone a chance to talk about it. So that's what we're both gonna do today. So we can talk a little bit if you have any things.
Does accidentally stabbing yourself with a staple count?
No.
It hurts.
So I have experiences with self-harm. My boyfriend does also. I've been clean for about only a week now. I was clean for exactly a month. I was clean from April 23rd to May 23rd, and then I broke on May 23rd. Yeah. So I've been clean for about a week.
And I'm proud of her. I'm very proud of her.
Honestly, if you need to talk about it, because it is hard, it's a struggle every day, but if you guys need to talk about it, definitely talk to us.
Only if you feel comfortable.
Yeah. We're definitely here. That's basically why we made this channel.
We're here for you guys. There's a lot of people out there who were just misunderstood, I guess. I don't know how to put it. And a lot of people are really uncomfortable talking about it. But, you know, I've been with her for a very long time. I'm on this subject. And, you know, she's like my little sister. I feel like ever since I met her, I've had to actually something clicked, I guess. Like, I first met her during a parade, a spirit parade for our school, and it was for theater. And, you know, something just clicked. We were in the same group together, we were in the same line. I believe she stood on the left of me.
I did.
She stood to the left side of me, and I just started talking to her, and something inside me was just like, I need to talk to this little girl. Something about her just made me feel like I needed to be there. Like she needed somebody.
Everybody needs somebody.
And, you know, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody and help them. Just, that's what I do for people. I can't stand to see people in so much pain. I like to help. I reach out, and I don't care who the person is. I don't care what they do. I don't care what their history is, because the past is the past. You can't change that. You can only learn from it. And I know that a lot of people will just sit there and be like, oh, no, you did this, so you're a really bad person. No, they're not a bad person. They just made wrong choices.
I'm gonna tell all my story. Okay, so basically it started in the 7th grade, and I'm going into 10th grade now. So I've been dealing with this for about a good 4 years. So okay, so actually, the reason I said 4 years is because my sister has been dealing with it longer than I have, so I've been exposed to it for a good, for 3 or 4 years. Okay, so I physically started in 7th grade, and it was when I started dating my first girlfriend, and she was going through a lot of depression issues and stuff. And she had showed me she had them on her wrist, and she had showed me them, and she was like, "Oh, it helps," and she was making it seem like it was such a great thing, and it's really not. It's really not as great as she was making it seem like it was. She was talking about how it's so great, and it helps so much, and um it's great, and it helps in the moment, but then afterwards you feel like crap. It helps for that split second, and then it's done. Basically, so she's like, yeah, just take this, and she handed me her razor, and she's like, just try it, it'll help, it'll help, it'll feel great. And so I went home that day, and I did. The first ones, of course, they weren't all that bad. They probably didn't even make a scar, but that starts it. That started the cycle. Eventually, I was like, oh, that helped, and that felt really good. It helped. So then, eventually, we get worse and worse, and eventually, they would scar. And now I have scars from my ankles to my wrists. And it doesn't help. It doesn't. And then for a while, I stopped for about a year, and then okay, this makes me feel crap to say it, but I stopped for a really long time, and then I started dating my boyfriend that I'm dating now. I've been dating him for almost 4 years, and not a lot of people know this story, but whatever. 4 years.
I was about to
4
say,
months.
you haven't been dating him for 4 years.
Yeah, I meant 4 months. Anyways, not a lot of people know this the story, but so I stopped for about a year, and then we started talking before we ended up started dating. And he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I kind of have a problem with self-harm, and he started talking about it. He didn't know that I had a previous problem with it, and him just talking about his issue with it triggered me back into it. And a while ago, about 2 months ago, he asked me, he's like, have I ever triggered you? And I said, yes. And he said, when? And I said, the very first time I did it again. And he just, burst into tears, and he's like, he blamed it all on himself. And he blames every time I do it, he blames it on himself because he feels like he's the reason I started it. And I just want to say, don't ever feel like that. If you know someone and you think that you've triggered them, it is not your fault ever. And I don't want anyone to feel like how he felt. It's not your fault. It's not the person's fault. It's not their fault. It's just, it gets in your head. I know a lot of people say it doesn't, but it gets in your head and it sticks with you forever. You will always have, you can always be triggered. You never know. You can always be triggered. You will always have urges, but eventually they'll go away and become lighter. But it's never your fault. Don't ever blame yourself for it, because I know when he blamed himself for it, he hurt himself for it, and that's not how I want anyone to feel. So yeah, pretty much, if you need to talk, just honestly, you have no idea how much talking about it helps. It really does. I'll sit on the phone, I'll text her, I'll sit on the phone. Anytime I'm having urges, I'll sit on the phone and I'll just talk to people, because you never realize how many people you have to talk to
that care.
I know only a very few of my close friends know about this, about my, problems and stuff. And they're like, if you need to talk, you need to call me. And I know my friend Diego is like that. He's like, you need to call me if you're having urges. You never know. You have so many people like that for you. You just need to open up and let people know. You need to be like, hey, look, I've been having these issues, and if I need to talk, I need to know if I can go to you. You'll be surprised how many people will say yes, you can go to them, and you can trust them.
And a lot of you may not trust us yet. And we really want people to actually look at us and trust us, but that's only if you let us prove ourselves to you. You know, talk to us. Ask us things. We can answer them, whether they be personal or we make a video about it. We're here. Like we've said before, we can talk about funny subjects, we can talk about serious subjects like we're doing now. And, you know, if you're having any problems and you just need someone to talk to and you feel like you don't, talk to us. Because no matter who you are, we're always going to care.
Now, for those of you, people out there, who make fun of people, who bully people, anything like that, honestly, you don't know how much it hurts. You can say one thing and you think, oh, that's kind of, that's not that bad of an insult. It sticks with the person. And no matter how much they say it doesn't stick with them, it sticks with them. So be careful with what you say to people, because you don't know how it's gonna affect them. You don't know like, you're out in public and you make fun of somebody. You don't know what their home life is like. You could be standing next to somebody who's planning to end their life the same night that you made fun of them. And then how do you know? You don't know. So be careful with what you say. And for those of you who make fun of cutters and say, well, you guys are emo and you guys whatever, stop. Just stop. I've been getting anonymous asks on Tumblr, and they're not even asks, they're just people being assholes. They're like, you should go slit your wrists and die. The world will be better without people like you. And honestly, if you're going to be a dick enough to mess with somebody like that, have the balls to show who you are. I mean, come on. So, yeah, that's all I have to say.
And, you know, we're here for you guys. And I know that, like, I don't have a lot to say about this video, because I'm more the person who just kinda, you know, I listen. I listen to your guys' problems, and I listen to what you guys have to say, because a lot of people don't have that. And I want to be there. I want to listen to you guys. I want to hear your thoughts, and I want to make sure you're okay. And I also wanted you guys to hear someone else's side of the story, someone else other than you guys who knows how you feel. And that's why she's talking about it a lot more than I am. I've messed around with stuff like that. I don't have scars enough to show it. I've thought about it, but I've never done anything big enough. And it sucks, because I never had anybody there, and I know how it felt to not have anybody there. And I don't want someone else to experience that. And so that's why I'm here for everybody else. Oh, mirror moved. I just touched it.
Ugh.
But I don't want anybody else to have to go through not having anybody else there. And that's why we're here, because we know how it feels, and we can help relate to you guys about a lot of things. We've been through a lot.
Also, another thing is, I've lost people to suicide, so if you guys are, thinking about suicide, please don't do it. Honestly, I've tried twice, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. The feeling afterwards is horrible. You don't want to, honestly. You'll be hurting so many more people than you think. Even if you think no one will care, people will care. People will notice that you were not there, no matter how much you feel like, my boyfriend, he has said to me, nobody will notice that if I don't go to school tomorrow. Yes, they will. People will notice that you were not there, and they will worry, and when they find out, they will be hurt. Suicide is never the answer. It really isn't.
And, personally, I know how that feels too, because last year, since I've been at my school, I'll be at this school for 3 years, because I'm just now becoming a senior. We have lost 3 people at our school to suicide. I'm not going to go into detail about how they did it or what it was about. The only thing I'm going to say is each 3 of those people were my friends. And it was hard. because it could just be that one compliment or that one, hey, how you doing, to change their entire day and their entire outlook on life. And they could look like the utmost normal person in the world. They could be the happiest person in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And just that one thing can snap. They'll just turn. And, I do that a lot at my school. I smile. I do all that. I show people I'm a happy person. And then the people who are closer to me, they know I'm not as happy as I look on the outside. Yeah, I'm a happy person. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy with my life right now. Me and Kaylee we have both accomplished major things this year. And I'm proud of her. And I hope she's proud of me. And, no matter what you do, the tiny things, the big things, there's always going to be someone who's proud of you. No matter what.
Also, even if you think your friend is always smiling, oh, she must be having a great day, she's smiling, she looks happy. No. Honestly, I am always smiling and happy at school, but once I get home, that's when I just let it all go. So that's probably what a lot of people do, that So text them when they get home, be like, hi, what you doing? You want to hang out? That way they don't have to go to that stage where I know for me, a lot of times at night is when I get really depressed. I could have the greatest day, and then once I, close my door, turn the light off, get ready to go to sleep, I'll just snap and I'll just start getting so depressed, and I'll think about everything, and that's normally when I break, and that's normally when I start hurting myself, is at night. So text somebody, be like, hey, if it's a weekend, be like, hey, do you want to come spend the night? Or if it's not, text them and just have a conversation with them, make sure they're okay. That way that it gets their mind off of it. It'll help. Call them, be like, hey, what are you doing, to get their mind off of it so they won't want to do anything. So, well, this video's getting pretty long.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Our video's getting really long. It's at 17 minutes, yeah. 38 seconds.
Okay, so if you guys ever need to talk about anything, really anything, we are both very open-minded people. So, yeah. Hit us up with the messages, comments.
Share this video
to people.
Yeah, share this video to anybody you think might need it.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you like this video, like it, rate it. I don't know.
Even if you don't like this video, like it.
Like another video you don't like. And subscribe to us to find out more of our future videos. And yeah, more subscribers we get, maybe we'll give you guys some prizes. Woo! Bye.